I'm sure you have heard this for your renovation before. Just be creative. You're going to save so much money. Just use your creativity. What if creativity is not in your bones? Then what? Just like everything else, you're just going to learn it, practice it, and then it's going to be perfect. Creativity is not a miracle. It's a skill that everyone can learn. So just try to practice it, and especially for your renovation, it's very useful because it's going to help you to finish the renovation on time and also save some money along the way. I'm going to give you 3 scientific theories to improve your creativity. I teach these theories at university master degree courses. Normally it takes a term to learn these, so it's really hard to explain everything in 10 minutes. Please make sure if there's anything that's for you, then check the theory. I'm sure you will find lots of information from Google. And when you're applying these theories, please remember Salvador Dali. Have no fear of perfection, you will never reach it. 1. Insights learning theory. Have you ever felt like all of a sudden you found a solution for a problem, or you got a joke, or you understood something that you couldn't understand before? That is called insights, and it's a very useful theory because you always come up with a solution. This is a theory developed by German psychologist Kohler. What he did was really interesting, actually. He put a chimpanzee in a cage and hung a banana from the ceiling, gave chimpanzee, his name is Sultan, 3 boxes, 2 sticks, and watched him trying to reach the banana. Sultan was just, up and down, jumping and trying to reach. And of course, he wasn't successful. Then he sat down for a moment and thought about it. Then stood up, put the boxes on top of each other, and then used 2 sticks together and reached the banana. So the idea is when you give up on incubation stage, you stop for a moment, but your subconscious mind will continue working on a solution. And to reach the insights level, there are a few tricks you can apply: meditation, really good sleep, and laugh. How can we apply this theory for our renovations? Insights learning theory is different than trial and error, which can be very costly for your renovations. You just realize a perfect solution for your problem. You can also think this theory as a decision-making method. Usually our brain tends to go for the obvious solution, and you can just choose a creative one instead, and it can be a lot more profitable and will look better for your renovation. Let's assume you are going to renovate your family home and you would like to change the layout, floor plan of the rooms. Think about the distance to your kids' room. Is it a growing family? Just look at the floor plan and identify the most important problem, and then try to work around it. Is it going to be an open plan kitchen, or how are you going to use that area, room? Think about the furnishings, but don't just straight away start knocking down walls. It's important to go to the insight stage, and during the incubation stage, sleep on it, live in it, and just feel the room. Second theory is non-time and no one. Let's start with no one. In 2012, a study by University of Utah showed us that students achieved 50% better on creativity tests after staying 4 days alone in nature. And non-time concept, there are 2 aspects of it. The first one is creativity needs patience. You need to sleep on it, just have no time and think around it to come up with the best solution. And the second one is deadlines. If you have deadlines, your brain is going to pick the most obvious solution. And it's a good idea to purchase your renovation products and come up with the design first. So when it comes to the messy time, when builders start working on it, they are going to have deadlines and you won't have chance to use your creativity. Let's give a renovation example. A new build, you can design it however you like according to your family. But when you're renovating, you're limited with what you have. So maybe you want a design that doesn't fit in your current house design, or you might want more functionality, better light, or better insulation. There are so many challenges with renovations. Many architects explain their design stage as staring at the place. They look at the area, they sit down, feel the wind, feel the light. They stay day and night for a couple of days until they fully feel it, and they do not rush that process. Whether you're renovating a whole house or one single room, do not rush the decisions. Stay in the room, sip your coffee, watch around, feel the room, feel the light. Talk to your friends, search for social media accounts, search for the architects you like, get some inspiration. Google these ideas, take notes, draw some sketches. Just don't rush the decisions. And the third and final theory is design thinking and systematic inventive thinking. Simply, design thinking is thinking like a designer, identifying the problem and coming up with outside-the-box solutions. And SIT is the theory that will help you to think outside the box. It's the tool that you can use over and over again. Beatles was innovators and they used SIT theory all the time. They came up with a perfect template for creating hit songs. And SIT theory is going to help you to create these templates. SIT theory has 5 aspects, and try to apply all of these for your problem. You will come up with ridiculous solutions, but don't skip them. Write them down and then choose the best one. The first step to apply this theory is to think about the components of your problem, not the big problem, but the components in it. Or for a product, if you're developing a product, think about the components of a product so you can play with it. First one is subtraction. Subtraction is taking away one component and coming up with a new idea. As an example, let's say you're renovating and you would like to improve your floor plan. And what you can do is just knock down one wall, but think about the functionality and how it can improve the living in this house. Second one is division. Division is dividing into components, taking one out and putting it into somewhere else. One example I really like is at Western Sydney University I teach at. In this new state-of-art building, they improved the lifts. Normally, the button you choose the level is inside. They took that component out and put it outside. So you choose the level you want to go straight away from outside the lift. So that's more effective, time-saving, better design. Next one is multiplication. Multiplication is a component multiplied. Let's say you finished renovating one bathroom. You can just, if you're happy with the design, you can just copy the same concept for the other bathroom you're renovating. Another architectural example is the Sears towel by architect Bruce Graham. He came out with 9 steel tubes, all copied, and then he attached them together. And doing the building this way, he could go even higher and the building was even stronger. He also saved $10 million from the steel cost. Next one is task unification. It is simply thinking about the components and giving an additional task to one component, or combining these 2 tasks in one item. One good example is a coffee table Boxerona designed. We had only one wall to hang the TV, and we didn't want all of the seating to look at that TV. Instead, we had this beautiful bush view and a custom-made fireplace. So we designed a coffee table, which we took the top part out and we gave another task to the coffee table. You can open the top part and watch TV and close it, so it's not going to block the view. And the last one is attribute dependency. Two or more attributes that previously looked unrelated now correlate and support one another. One really good example is the Da Vinci building in Dubai. This 68-level building, all levels will just rotate, and when they rotate, they create electricity with wind turbines and also solar panels. And those wind turbines and solar panels will also support the electricity for 5 other buildings. At the same time, the design is amazing because it's constantly changing and moving. During the renovation process, you can put your creativity in use. Nearly for every stage, budgeting, scheduling, design, at every stage you will have opportunities to try your creativity. This is a project that required lots of creativity and thinking. And I talked to a couple of architects and asked for their help. Now, what we were trying to do is this room, 4th bedroom, we wanted an independent area here. Maybe, to use as an Airbnb or for overseas guests. This used to be laundry, and this is the backyard. So what we wanted was really hard because, just all rooms in this house had 2 doors for some reason. Like this one had 2 doors, this one 2 doors, another door here, and it was a weird layout. So architects suggested that to enter this room and keep it separate from the others, let's open a corridor from here and door. And this was really expensive because this is a brick wall, and we had to put beams, and that would be really costly. And also corridors, we just, waste that area from the laundry. What we decided doing is from these stairs, we closed this with a wall. And this area turned into a wardrobe for this bedroom. The laundry was very big, so this laundry, we ended up adding a shower here and toilet here and hid the laundry in this area in the cabinet. So this turned into a self-sufficient, toilet, bathroom, and some storage with a wardrobe. And then the last thing we did is we used this door only and ended up adding a kitchen here with an island. So this turned into a 1-bedroom flat with the bathroom, kitchen, a large wardrobe. I wish I added one more thing. At that time, we didn't have a dog, so I wish I ended up adding a dog house under these stairs, because this is a wasted area and it would be a perfect section for a dog house with an entrance here. Putting this wall here, we also had chance to add the TV, and all TV cables were hidden in this storage area. So that was also a perfect solution for Wi-Fi, everything. And as you can see, the living area here was just so hard to organize. Now instead we can look at the TV with a sunken living room. Let's be honest, not all creative ideas are created equal. Sometimes you can even be better than an architect because it's your house, you know how to live in it, you know what you want, your lifestyle, your choices. So it's a good idea to invest in creativity for yourself, which you can apply in all parts of your life. So try to practice and it will get better over the time.